Have you ever felt like your brain is full, even though you didn't study, read, or learn anything new that day? That's because your mind collects clutter, just like your home. Every day, your brain takes in thoughts, images, conversations, worries, and even background noise. If you don't clean it, it stays crowded. A crowded mind becomes a tired mind. And a tired mind struggles to stay focused, feel happy, or make good decisions. Just as we brush our teeth or take a shower to stay clean, we also need to clean our minds daily. This isn't just about reducing stress, it's about improving your mental clarity. Let's pause here. The word clarity means clearness or being easy to understand. In this case, it means your thoughts feel clean, organized, and under control. Many people think mental health is something big or far away, something that only doctors or psychologists talk about. But in reality, mental strength starts with small, everyday habits. It's about how you think, how you speak to yourself, and how you deal with problems. Strong minds aren't born, they're built. When we talk about cleaning your mind, we don't mean forgetting everything or escaping from life. We mean learning how to let go of what's not helpful. Think of it like this: if your brain is a room, then old worries, regrets, or negative thoughts are like old boxes taking up space. And if you want to bring in new, positive energy, you need to throw out the old junk. In this video, we'll explore 5 simple but powerful habits that help you reset your thoughts and build strong mental habits. These are things you can do every single day, even if you're busy or stressed. You don't need money or special tools, just attention and a little time. And while you're listening, we'll use simple and clear English so you can build your vocabulary while improving your mindset. Words like mental clarity, self-talk, or emotional clutter may be new for you, but we'll explain everything along the way. So take a deep breath and get ready to explore your mind in a whole new way. The first step is realizing you can choose your thoughts. And by choosing them wisely, you can live with more peace, focus, and strength. Let's begin. Habit 1. Practice the power of silence. Create a mental pause. In a world full of noise, silence has become rare and powerful. From the moment we wake up, our brains are flooded with sounds, phone notifications, alarms, music, traffic, conversations, and endless online content. But your mind is not a machine. It wasn't designed to constantly absorb input without rest. To stay strong, your brain needs quiet moments, what we'll call a mental pause. Let's understand this phrase. A mental pause is a short break from thinking, reacting, or absorbing. It's not sleep. It's not laziness. It's a conscious decision to stop and allow your mind to rest and reset. Why does this matter? When you're always processing information, your mind becomes like a full glass of water. Every new thought or distraction overflows the glass. You feel overwhelmed, anxious, or even numb. Silence is the act of gently pouring out what you don't need, creating space inside. Here's the interesting part: silence doesn't have to mean complete quiet. It can also mean turning down the mental volume. That could mean sitting in a quiet room for 5 minutes, closing your eyes and listening to your breath, turning off your phone for a short while, taking a slow walk without music or talking. These simple actions give your brain room to breathe. And when your mind has space, it becomes more focused, creative, and calm. Now, let's talk about a helpful word here: overstimulation. It means your senses or brain are getting too much input, too many sounds, lights, or thoughts, and it becomes exhausting. Silence is the medicine for overstimulation. Another key word: intentional. This means you're doing something on purpose, not by accident. Practicing silence isn't just sitting around doing nothing, it's an intentional break for your mental health. And being intentional builds discipline, which is a powerful mental strength. You may ask, but what do I do in silence? The answer is nothing. That's the point. Let your thoughts slow down. Let your breath find its rhythm. You don't have to solve problems or make decisions in that moment. Just be. And in that stillness, something magical happens. You begin to notice your real thoughts, your true feelings, and your inner voice. This is the first step in cleaning your mind, creating mental space. Silence is not emptiness, it's clarity. It's peace. And with just a few minutes of silence each day, your brain will begin to reset, like refreshing a web page or restarting a tired computer. Try it today. Take 5 minutes for silence. No phone. No noise. No pressure. Just you and your thoughts, slowly calming down. It may feel strange at first, but with practice, you'll find it becomes your favorite part of the day. Now that you've made space in your mind, it's time to remove the mental mess. In the next chapter, we'll learn how to dump your thoughts and make room for fresh, focused energy. Habit 2. Dump your thoughts. Use journaling for mental clarity. Have you ever had so many thoughts in your head that you couldn't concentrate? Maybe you were trying to sleep, but your mind kept running in circles. Or maybe you were trying to work, but you felt blocked, confused, or restless. That's a sign your mind is cluttered, filled with thoughts you haven't processed or released. One of the best ways to clean that mental mess is through journaling. Let's pause here. The word journaling means writing down your thoughts and feelings in a notebook or digital app. It doesn't have to be beautiful or organized. It's not for school or for anyone to read. It's a private tool for mental clarity, to make your thoughts easier to understand and manage. Why does journaling work so well? Because your mind is like a full closet. If you never take anything out, it becomes crowded and chaotic. Journaling is like pulling out what's inside, laying it on the bed, and seeing what's really there. Some thoughts you'll keep. Others you'll throw away. Here are 3 simple ways to journal effectively. 1. Brain dump. This means writing down everything in your head without judging it. You can start with something like, I feel overwhelmed because, or right now I'm thinking about. Write whatever comes to mind. Spelling, grammar, and punctuation don't matter. The goal is to empty your brain. New word, overwhelm. This means feeling like you have too much to handle. Writing your thoughts down reduces that heavy feeling. 2. Emotion tracker. Use journaling to notice how you feel each day. Try writing. Today I felt ____ because _____. This helps you see patterns. Are you often stressed on Mondays? Happy after walking outside? This helps you understand your emotional habits. New word, pattern. A pattern is something that repeats regularly. Finding emotional patterns can help you build better habits. 3. Gratitude list. Every evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for. They can be small: a hot cup of tea, a kind word, sunshine on my face. Gratitude changes your focus from what's wrong to what's right. New word, gratitude. It means the feeling of being thankful. Gratitude creates a positive mindset and helps clear away negative thoughts. You may wonder, do I need to write every day? Not necessarily. Even writing 2 or 3 times a week can have a huge effect. The key is consistency, doing it often enough that it becomes a healthy habit. And don't worry if you don't know what to say. You can start with a simple sentence. I don't know what to write. Then ask yourself questions like, what's bothering me today? What do I need to let go of? What am I proud of? Writing connects you to your deeper thoughts. It helps you slow down. It helps you let go. And it helps you discover what's truly important. Journaling isn't about being a writer, it's about being honest with yourself. And that honesty is what makes your mind feel clean, focused, and free. So, are you ready to try it? Grab a notebook, set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes, and just write. Let the words flow. You'll be surprised by how light your mind feels afterward. In the next chapter, we'll go even deeper and explore how to change your inner voice, the way you speak to yourself in your own mind. Habit 3. Rewire your inner voice. Use positive self-talk. We all have a voice in our head. It's that quiet speaker that says things like, I can't do this, or I'm so bad at English, or no one listens to me. This voice isn't always loud, but it's powerful. It influences how we feel, what we believe, and even what we become. That's why one of the most important habits for mental strength is learning to rewire your inner voice. Let's break that down. The phrase inner voice means the way you talk to yourself in your mind. And to rewire something means to change the way it's connected, just like rewiring a machine or a computer. In this case, we're rewiring negative thinking and replacing it with healthier, more helpful thoughts. Many people are surprised when they realize how often they speak to themselves in a negative way. These thoughts can be automatic, like a habit. I'll never be good at this. People will laugh at me. I'm just not smart enough. These messages don't feel like lies because we've repeated them so many times. But they are not the truth. They are just mental patterns, and patterns can be changed. This is where positive self-talk comes in. It's not about lying to yourself or pretending everything is perfect. It's about speaking to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and strength. Just like you would speak to a good friend. Here are 3 steps to start rewiring your inner voice. 1. Catch the negative thought. The first step is awareness. You can't change what you don't notice. Start by asking, what did I just say to myself? If it's something critical or discouraging, write it down. This helps you recognize the voice when it appears. New word, discouraging. This means something that makes you feel less confident or hopeful. Your inner voice should never discourage you, it should support you. 2. Challenge the thought. Next, ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Many negative thoughts are not facts, they are just fears. If your inner voice says, I always fail, you can challenge it by remembering a time you succeeded. New word, challenge. In this context, it means to question or confront a thought instead of simply accepting it. 3. Change the message. Now, replace the old message with something more helpful. Instead of, I'm terrible at English, say, I'm learning English and I'm improving every day. Instead of, no one cares what I say, try, I have ideas worth sharing. This shift takes time, but with practice, your brain will begin to believe the new voice. Here's a powerful tip, use affirmations. These are short, positive statements you repeat to yourself daily, like, I'm strong and capable. I learn from my mistakes. I deserve peace and focus. New word, affirmation. It means a positive sentence you say to yourself to build confidence and change your mindset. Your inner voice is not your enemy. It's your guide. But like any guide, it needs training. If you fill it with self-doubt and fear, it will lead you in circles. If you train it with encouragement and truth, it will lead you forward, with strength. Changing your self-talk won't happen in one day. But each time you catch a negative thought and replace it, you clean your mind just a little more. And that adds up over time. In the next chapter, we'll talk about what you feed your mind, and how to simplify your inputs for stronger thinking. Habit 4. Simplify your inputs, choose what you feed your brain. Just like your body needs healthy food to stay strong, your mind needs healthy inputs, the information, energy, and content you take in every day. But here's the problem. Most of us are constantly feeding our brains without thinking. We scroll, watch, listen, and react all day long. And not all of that input is helpful. Some of it is toxic, negative, or simply overwhelming. Let's start with the word input. In simple terms, input is anything you allow into your mind, like what you see, hear, read, or focus on. Social media, TV shows, conversations, news, books, music, these are all inputs. And your brain is processing them all, whether you realize it or not. Too much input, especially if it's negative or low quality, creates mental clutter. It's like eating junk food all day. Your mind feels tired, distracted, and restless. That's why one of the most powerful habits for mental clarity is to simplify your inputs. Here's how to do that. 1. Notice what affects you. Start by asking yourself, how do I feel after scrolling on social media? Does this content inspire me or stress me out? Are these conversations helping me grow? Noticing how something makes you feel is the first step to choosing more mindfully. New word, mindfully. This means doing something with full awareness and intention, not automatically or without thinking. 2. Limit low-quality content. Not all input is good for you. Gossip, drama, toxic news, constant notifications, these things wear down your focus and your mood. You don't have to quit everything, but you can reduce the time you spend on it. Choose content that educates, uplifts, or helps you grow. New word, Toxic, in this context, it means emotionally or mentally harmful. A toxic input is something that adds negativity to your life. Try this: pick 1 hour of your day to be input-free. No phone. No music. No talking. Just be with yourself. You'll be surprised how refreshing that feels. 3. Feed your brain on purpose. Once you reduce the noise, replace it with positive input. Watch a documentary. Read a chapter of a helpful book. Listen to a podcast about personal growth or language learning. Spend time in nature. Talk to someone who makes you feel hopeful or curious. New word: refreshing, something that gives you new energy or clears your mind. Silence and high-quality input can be very refreshing. You don't need a perfect routine or strict rules. Just begin choosing your inputs the same way you choose your food, with care. If something makes your mind feel heavy, tired, angry, or insecure, it's not nourishing you. But when you choose better inputs, ideas that inspire, stories that teach, or conversations that uplift, you'll feel mentally lighter, stronger, clearer. And over time, that becomes your new normal. One simple trick is to use the 80-20 rule. Make 80% of your input positive, helpful, and focused. The other 20% can be light, fun, or random, but don't let it take over your mind. You're in control of what you allow inside. You clean your mind not only by what you remove, but also by what you choose to allow in. And when you feed your brain well, everything else, your emotions, your thoughts, your decisions, becomes easier to manage. In the next chapter, we'll explore how moving your body is another powerful way to reset your thoughts and clean your mental space. Habit 5. Move your body to move your mind. Physical action equals mental reset. When people talk about mental strength, they often forget one important part: your body. But here's the truth: your body and mind are deeply connected. If your mind feels stuck, anxious, or heavy, the fastest way to change it is to move your body. You don't have to run a marathon. Even a short walk, some stretching, or a few deep breaths can give your brain a reset. Let's understand why. When you move, your body releases chemicals like endorphins, natural mood boosters that help reduce stress and increase energy. These chemicals help you feel clearer, calmer, and more focused. New word: endorphins. These are chemicals your body produces that reduce pain and create a feeling of pleasure or happiness. Think of your thoughts like water in a stream. If you sit still for too long, that water becomes muddy and slow. But when you move, the water starts to flow again. Your thoughts become smoother. Problems feel smaller. You begin to see things differently. Here are a few simple ways to move your body and reset your mind. 1. Walk with awareness. Take a walk without your phone. Look around. Feel your feet on the ground. Breathe deeply. This isn't exercise, it's a mental break. Walking clears your thoughts like wind clears clouds from the sky. New word: awareness, being fully present in the moment, noticing what's around you and inside you without distraction. 2. Stretch the stress out. Even just 5 minutes of stretching can release tension from your muscles and give your brain a signal to relax. Stretch your shoulders, neck, and back. These areas often hold the most stress. New word, tension, the tight or uncomfortable feeling in your muscles or mind caused by stress or pressure. 3. Use movement as a daily reset. When your thoughts feel stuck, don't just sit and think harder. Stand up. Move. Dance. Do jumping jacks. Movement shifts your emotional state much faster than overthinking. New word, reset, to start again fresh. Moving your body gives your brain a chance to restart and feel renewed. Movement also improves your focus. When you're too still for too long, especially while studying or working, your brain becomes foggy. A short walk, even inside your home, can wake your brain up like flipping on a light switch. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym. Your body is your best tool. Try this. Next time you feel mentally blocked, stand up and stretch for 1 minute. Shake out your arms. Roll your shoulders. Breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. This physical action tells your nervous system, it's okay. I'm here. I'm in control. New word, nervous system, the part of your body that controls how you feel and respond to the world. Movement helps calm it down when it's overactive or stressed. Over time, you'll notice that your strongest ideas and calmest feelings come after you move. You'll learn to trust this habit, like a secret switch for peace and clarity. Remember, your mind is not just in your head, it lives in your entire body. And when your body is active, your mind becomes alive, too. Now that you've learned how movement clears mental fog, let's finish strong. In the final chapter, we'll explore how to turn these habits into long-term mental strength, one thought at a time. Conclusion: build mental strength one thought at a time. Mental strength isn't something you're born with. It's not a gift. It's a skill, and like any skill, it grows with practice. Every habit you've learned in this video, from practicing silence to moving your body, helps you build that strength. But how do you make it last? How do you turn these daily actions into lasting change? The answer is simple, but powerful, one thought at a time. Let's begin by understanding what mental strength really means. It's not about being tough or pretending everything is fine. It's about staying calm under pressure. It's about choosing your response instead of reacting emotionally. It's about knowing who you are, even when things around you are confusing or difficult. That level of self-control and awareness begins with a single thought. Just one. Then another. And another. Over time, those thoughts become habits. And those habits become your mindset. New word, mindset. This is the way you think about things. It includes your beliefs, your attitude, and your mental habits. A strong mindset helps you face problems without giving up. You don't need to fix everything all at once. You don't need to feel good every day. But you do need to show up for yourself, especially when life feels heavy. Let's go back to some of the tools you've learned. Silence gives your mind space to breathe. Journaling helps you release the weight of your thoughts. Positive self-talk rewires your inner voice into something helpful. Mindful input helps you protect your focus and energy. Movement resets your emotions and clears your mental fog. Each of these tools is like a mental gym. And when you use them daily, Even in small doses, you train your brain to become stronger, calmer, and more focused. So how do you stay consistent? 1. Start small. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick one habit. 5 minutes of journaling. A short silent walk. A few affirmations each morning. Small actions, done consistently, create big changes. New word, consistent, doing something regularly and without giving up. Consistency is more important than perfection. 2. Track your progress. Notice how your mind feels when you use these tools. Are you more patient? More focused? More peaceful? Write it down. Your progress may feel slow, but it's real. 3. Be kind to yourself. Mental strength isn't about always feeling strong. It's about knowing how to recover when you feel weak. Give yourself permission to rest. Forgive your mistakes. Speak to yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend. New word, recover, to return to a better or healthier state after feeling down or tired. Remember, thoughts become words. Words become habits. Habits become your character. And your character creates your life. You are already on the path. Just by watching this video, you've taken an important step. You've made a decision to grow. To reset. To build a cleaner, clearer mind. So keep going. One deep breath at a time. One journal page at a time. One positive sentence at a time. The more you clean your mind, the more space you create for peace, purpose, and power. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs a mental reset too. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple tools to train your mind and build your English along the way. Your strongest self is already inside you. Now you know how to reach it.